Ready to make an entrance, so back on up, pushing over what rip shit up. Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Something in Long Beach together, then you know you're in trouble. Ain't just for the G-Page, ain't back to those death takers over crazy. Death in the label that's stage now. Unfreezable, completely trying to fake it, but I'm back to the way your ass is. Perfection is practice for my letter. Without cheese respect. Hey, y'all. Yeah. You never know she could be the no, I mean, and at the same time, man, you know, like with this shit, you can't, you know, if you do it in the big bro, I'm a fan. And that's still up in real deal, probably fair. And then you have to be home, no cap, but then you think you go off on but you that take a fall. So some of that funk stuff, it's like this and like that and like this, and it's like that and like this and like that, and it's like this and like that and like this, and Drake creep to the mic like a track. I'm feeling and I'm tripping and I'm feeling. But I said I feel to my people better. But now it's time for me to break my impression. So sit back, relax, and strap on this seat. But you never been on the ground like this before. But I'm still out of control. At the same time, with the toe crime that I kick. No, and I know I'm so on shit. That's in my collection. The selection. So the money don't take it, but don't show him your truth. You have no truth. So with me and my own snoop. So I came to these like this and like that and like this. And it's like that and like this and like that. And it's like, so you the fuck about bro. So just chill. To the next episode. Yeah, y'all. You know, we just waiting for the room to fill up with P Live on Instagram, live on YouTube, live on Twitter. You know what I mean? You got anything to say? It's for the hell of fun. Good out here, man. Chilling, man. On the mic, like got a live time. We're switch out. Got beats on the top. You might be on the just the Memecoin that you want to play. It's time to write a mic shipping. Stop like the work like my name was like yeah. And it's like, oh, I think they in the middle of the motherfucker cheat shit. That's right. You know, just one thing going in the street, got to break them off something. And people, it's not a piece of to see that crypto bull. So when that's section, mother microphone, fuck a bull, I ain't glitch. That's why I play that stuff. Niggas fucking. The mic is like a cookie, y'all fuckers. Try to get me sing your ass and get slapped. My motherfucking homie, doggy dog, got my back. Never let me slip, cause if I slip, then I'm slipping. Then if I got my feet, then you know I'm straight tripping. And I'm gonna continue to make the rap down, the man down. And if you're still shit, I have the mix track down. Yeah, and you don't stop. Until John so clock, when I take that, I just vibing all four songs. So you take a real just vibing to your win in the city. It's all alone. And we're about to get distracted in a hot minute. I'm gonna do your got a little to the night, you know what I mean? Sitting up, it's like, your life gets a like that, man. It's really excited about, everybody's on shooting to the next episode. But I love Scoop, man. I love Scoop, man. You know my favorite artist, man. One of my favorite artists. So, can we get a motherfucking moment balance for this small crowd? Chronic Greg. Yeah. Niggas be brown nosing these hoes and shit. Taking bitches out to eat, spending money on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? That was the dog pound here right on You're tuned into the biggest balls of them all, DJ Summer, T-Nuts. Hey, don't forget about my homeboy Easy Dick and the Jack on my that's happening at 12 o'clock tonight. Right now, we got some new Snoop Dogg for that ass. This one is called The Shit. Nick. You're about to go downtown, bitch, right here on the station that plays on the Captain Hits. That's 187.4 the FM down if you're making that. If y'all know, these are skits. I know the younger generation don't know what the hell skits are, but these are skits. These are like album interludes. So, y'all know we got some good info for y'all today, man. I can't wait to get this shit started, y'all. I really can't wait to get this shit started.
Like a rabbit. And Biggie sampled this too, man, and off that Ready to Die. Said trick. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, yeah, we here, y'all. We vibing. Room filling up. We about to get this thing cracking. It's your boy T.Gold. We had to bring it in with that Snoop Dogg. And like I set it off with had an interlude that played. And guess what? This younger generation has no idea what the hell interludes are. I swear to God, yo. Because all they got is streaming. And they don't even get a chance to just hold a physical album, read the credits, you know. But I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole today. I'm gonna just say what's up to everybody. Peace, peace. What's going on? It's your boy T.Gold, founder of the Crypto Crew. I got my boy Just Cheeze here today with me. We got a special guest here today. We got my guy Ant Mathis in the building. He is the president of the Georgia chapter. Stand with Crypto. What's going on today, brother?
What's up, fam?
You good, man?
I'm great. I
Yo,
am great.
so I know that you had the opportunity, the grand opportunity to actually go down to DC. You know what I'm saying? So, but first, I gotta ask my peoples how their weekend was and everything. So y'all gotta notice that our co-host NFT is she ain't here today. So we gotta shout her out first because today is her son's birthday.
Happy birthday, baby boy.
We gotta say happy birthday, baby boy. He just turned 5 today.
Another grand journey around the sun.
That's right, that's right. So that's where she at today. And for those that can see us visually on YouTube and Instagram, because we live, we here at ABC, you know. So we got my boy Ant Mathis in the building, who's a special co-host today, and we got Just Cheeze, the co-host, holding it down for the TCK Web3 News Roundtable. This is episode number 49. We are 3 episodes away from being at 52.
Already, yes, sir.
That's a whole year, y'all.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, man. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about 2025. I'm excited about the things we just embarked on over these past couple of days. It's been one of the most exciting weekends in crypto for me, probably damn near ever. I can actually say that. So first, how y'all weekends was, man? How y'all weekends was?
My weekend has been great, man. Glad to be here. Been somewhat of a blur.
I can believe that.
It's been somewhat of a blur. Adrenaline's still flowing, I tell you that. I'm excited about the future for Atlanta Blockchain Center.
Yeah,
The city of Atlanta, our community members,
that's right.
our startups and our cohorts.
That's
I'm
right.
excited about all those who are getting onboarded into space.
That's
The
important.
opportunities that are coming up. You gotta take advantage of.
That's right. That's right.
Good weekend though. Great weekend. Great weekend.
Yo, Just Cheeze, how was your weekend, brother?
Uh,
our weekend pretty eventful too. Like going back to Friday. Go back to Friday. We went to Scribe Academy, right? And I had worked with these students previously before, but we now had the opportunity to work with them again. And it was a great experience to basically teach the kids about blockchain and AI and the future of money.
That's right.
And also, introduce them to Shay Shay. I gotta show you all this one post that this one kid made to Shay Shay on the GBT. It actually it's proof to me that AI is interesting how people adapt to AI. Like he gave it a bunch of verbal like garbage, and Shay Shay responded to him like, "Well, I know you ain't come to me with this nonsense.
So Shay she snapped on him.
And one
Yo,
girl was
that's
like,
funny.
yeah, she talks like me.
That's so
So
funny because she from Zone 6.
the relationship, no, guess what? No,
What happened?
no, that's not what happened. So I told them. So this is the funniest part. I was telling them how you got to build AI agents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you got to think about where they live as well. And she said, so one girl said, where's she from?
Mm-hmm.
I said, Zone 6. She said, "Oh, no wonder.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
like, no
that's
wonder, no,
funny.
no wonder she behaves like that. Like, she actually, like, she correlated her behavior to Zone 6. That's funny to me because I was like, oh shit, like,
You got some good
it
data
was
points
on
for
it.
Zone
Yeah,
6. That's
yeah.
why she was, talking like
Yeah, but the association point as well that they made, like I told them that she's a Scorpio, and then they're like, oh yeah, she's giving Scorpio vibes, right?
that.
So that's what I'm saying, like all that matters. But then on my way home, I came back to ABC. Then I went home from there. Then I was in a high speed chase.
What? You serious? I know you like racing and all that. I know you be on your Richard Hamilton shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Lewis Hamilton.
I mean, my bad, Lewis Hamilton shit. But still, like, you was on some real, like, high speed chase. What happened, Joe?
Not me. It was just momentarily because um, I was driving home from ABC, and this guy started to coming over into my lane,
Mm.
right? And he side swipes my car. And I'm like, yo, you don't see me here? So he pulls off and just goes.
Wow,
So
so
I'm
it was a
like,
hit and run.
oh, yo, you're not gonna stop. So I switch over a couple lanes, pull out my phone, speeding after this dude, swerving through traffic, phone out, recorded him like getting away from me.
You got to get the dash cam, man. You ain't got to do all that. Just hit the button.
And then I got good like license plate and all that shit. Then I just pulled over and then just handled it because I wasn't feeling like I just didn't want to have to deal like in the event my car was damaged,
Yeah, that's
the
a lot.
insurance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot, man. That's well. I'm glad you all right. I'm
yeah.
glad
But
nothing bad happened to you, man.
yeah. Aside from that, the most valuable thing this week is just again continue to build and then you know see what we got cooking later on today in this conversation.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, I just want to remind everybody, man. This year was set off. Like, I swear to God, this was so phenomenal, man. Number one, we had Dr. Jamal Montgomery on. That was the first episode of the year. Then this Friday, like Just Cheese was just saying, we went out to the school. It was me, Just Cheese, NFT, Trav. He been on a couple of past episodes. Um, Web, our guy D Web, Rich, he's with the camera. Sharita and Cleo. Now, Sharita and Cleo, they're the individuals who actually put this book out. And Sharita, she's a teacher, so she has some connections in DeKalb County. So we were at the Thrive Christian academy. I ain't know it was a Christian academy, but I had my Black Jesus bag in the building, so that made it super official, and it was real humbling, man. The kids was going through a lot when we first got there. They had their testimonies going. So it was heartfelt, man. It was real heartfelt. And I know, we got our guy Trav. I'm gonna bring him up to speak because he was there too. But you know, I knew once we got there, our mission was bigger than crypto. You know, I knew our mission got bigger because these kids, they, some of them were going through depression and suicide, man. So I had to let them know we was coming to speak the gospel of crypto there. Because this is gonna give them something that, if they going through it, this might give them some answers to real world problems. So with that being said, it was one of the most fulfilling things I ever did in my life. When I left there and I was driving home, I felt like this is exactly what I was supposed to be doing. I felt like this was my calling. I felt like, man, I just wish I had more time to tell them more stuff about what's going on in this space because it was just 45 minutes. We had freshmen through seniors, so all four classes that we were teaching, and we all had our own classrooms, had the monitors. So I had my presentation along with social media sites and different references to things I had up in the slides. Kids were very engaging. Afterwards, man, big up to Elephant Money, man. Big up to Elephant Money for donating some Solana to these kids' Phantom wallets. That was dope at the end. So a couple of the kids they left they bags with their seed phrases in the notepad, and we had to give it to the principal just to make sure that got back to them kids because them kids got to value the security is top thing. That's another thing that let me know we got to have a security class just strictly on security. So we got to have we already said we was going to have more people come through and do this with us because it was only it was like 5 or 6 of us. But we know when this mission gets bigger, we're going to need more individuals like our guy Ant Mathis, our guy Brandon. We're going to need more individuals like Project Pi, brothers out there, Chris and Van, and Justin. We got to have more peoples out there teaching these kids. So one of these classes got to be security, and because my nephew got caught up in a Coinbase email scam too. I knew it was bogus when I saw the pixelized logos. But I say all that to say this: it was like I said, one of the best moments of my life in this crypto space, teaching these high school kids, and because it was a pilot, I know there's a future in doing this. Not only here in Georgia but in other states to get our youth educated in this space. So
You said something about security, and the whole time I was in that moment, I was just thinking like, this is this shouldn't be that hard,
that's right.
right? Like going back and forth to like it shouldn't be that hard because that's how you start losing people. Immediately there was a drop off rate of time and attention when people have to go and write down seed phrase.
Yeah, because there's some work. You got to put
Now
some
you
work in
gotta
this
put some
space.
work and you gotta make sure you don't lose this paper. But that like generation is not going like
They're not that responsible.
they're not well not even that. That's work that, or should you like when you like you're not used to like when you create an account on like any website, you sign with your Google account. And that's it.
But think about this. Tia had a great reference because Tia was out there giving them the entrepreneur and Web3 game. She let them know, hey, this is like your social security card. These key C phrases to your wallet, these guard them with your life. And she stressed the importance of that. So it looked like out of how many kids you think it was?
Uh Out of 45 kids. What are you saying? Out of
Probably out
45
of 45 kids, there were 2 that left their bags behind. That means 2 kids left their seed phrases just randomly out.
yeah,
Spray ground bags.
You see what I'm saying?
uh,
So I really think
Was
we
it the
gotta
spray
have a
ground bags?
class on security when we do this in the
yeah.
future. So that's my thoughts. But Trav,
But one second.
oh, hold up. we got our boy Just Cheese. He still got some more thoughts, but after that, we're gonna holler at Trav.
But yeah, and I think that's why, and this is towards Trav too, right? But I think that's why projects like DAPHub are important, and other projects that recognize that you could almost put like you can delegate some of that management to an AI agent,
That's a fact.
right? And abstraction, account abstraction, that is what the future of account abstraction is,
That
right?
makes sense.
So uh, it's becoming easier and easier to make a wallet, and um, and and as a result of that, I think that this space will continue to get more like easier to onboard, and uh, they're it would be great for them because at least now they are in an interesting spot as being like early to the game.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So yeah, Just Cheese, I appreciate that perspective, brother. And Trav, what's going on, man? We appreciate you tapping in. We appreciate you coming out there with us, giving game to these kids on AI and blockchain, man. How you doing today, brother?
Well, man, this is, like this weekend has been great. Like, I mean, again, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that was there as well, especially, the four key teachers, you, Teron, Tia, Webb, Joe. I jumped around each one of the classes, me and, Rich's too. So shout out to Rich for the camera work, man.
Yeah, definitely. Big shout out to Rich on the
Yeah,
camera.
that's my team. Shout out to Sarita as well. And thank you to the sponsors too as well.
That's right.
It was amazing, man. Being able to jump, from each class, see how you guys, work the room a little bit. You know, for some of them, they kind of start off a little hesitant, a little quiet. But I feel like once they got through Shay Shay, I feel like that's when things really blew up. you know, so
Yeah.
that's like after like Joe's course, like that they became more vocal. They asked really really great questions. Like they were asking questions about meme coins and getting dumped on, right? Like those are valid questions that we're very knowledgeable of how to answer and also how to approach. And I'm appreciative of them wanting to understand more about this space as well. So thank you to Diver Academy as well.
Yeah, man. We got a big up Thrive Academy out there in Tucker. You know, um, it was a Christian school, and I know based on our efforts and just our compassion we had for the kids, man. We was really, really trying to give them as much game as possible in that short span of time, man. But I appreciate you just being able to have, the opportunity to bounce between the rooms and get different perspectives that we couldn't see. Because I was curious to see what Tia Just Cheese and D Web session was like in their classrooms, So and then they came in my classroom, some kids who went to Joe class and they heard about Shay Shay. So when they saw her picture, they went crazy. So, as far as on the marketing tip, and it was crazy because now TikTok they shut it down. So it was like bad timing. Like, but who
Oh,
knows, man?
it's all her.
It's back up. It's back up. But they had to they shut it down yesterday. It was like right after we did our thing out there, man. So um but hopefully, we got some kids out there with some footage of us, giving game, because that'll be dope. They were really engaging, man. I was happy about that, man. So I wish Tia was here to give her perspective. Um Next week when she gets back, we're gonna get her perspective. And yeah, man, hopefully, inshallah, God's will, that we'll have more of these class sessions with high schoolers, across Georgia and hopefully across the United States with some more of my peoples, man. So with that being said, I got Ant Mathis here, man. And he gotta tell us about that experience of that at that crypto ball, man. Snoop, he caught some flack. We started off with Snoop today. That's the reason why we did that. But Snoop, Soldier Boy, Rick Ross, who else was there that caught flack? There was a couple of brothers that caught flack. Yeah, they caught a lot of flack on social media for showing up to the crypto ball. One thing I do know, all three of those dudes, they have done something in crypto. So to me, it makes sense why they was there. But if you don't know anything about this if you don't know anything about this crypto space, you wouldn't even. Yeah, I can understand you might trip. Be like, yo, why they fucking with Trump? Especially Snoop had a whole rant back in 2017 that just came up and pulling up the receipts right now. Everybody's like, oh, you was talking shit. You like about anybody who aligned with Trump and performing for them. So, and tell us your perspective. Um, if you want to tell us the story on how you got there, yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to appreciate Crypto Crew, the Atlanta Blockchain Center, Marlon Williams, everyone in this space that's always been supportive of all the work that we've done. Had an opportunity as the president of Stand With Crypto, the Georgia chapter, an opportunity to go to the crypto ball for the inauguration weekend. And since I would say probably Wednesday or Thursday of last week, just getting prepared for it, it was just like, I don't know if any of y'all, play sports, football, basketball, or baseball, but before the tip off or before the kickoff or before you get up to the plate, you got them butterflies. And I had them butterflies, and those were good butterflies because either I was about to go take it, shoot me a three, dunk the ball, hit me a home run, or take it to the house for a touchdown. And I want to appreciate the Blockchain Center once again, the ABC DAO, for creating opportunities to make sure that I was out there. I was knew about it about a week and a half ago, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna go or not. And the community here was like, "Ant, we need you there, brother." So
Go.
I made sure that Friday that I got out of here, and getting out of here. You know how they say Atlanta is an hour from Atlanta. Uh, I got to the airport. Got to the airport on time. I was one of the last people to get on the plane because I live on the north side of town. And it took me about an hour and a half to get to the airport, where it usually takes me like 40, 45 minutes. So, but there was no way that I was going to miss that plane and not get to DC for this crypto ball.
That's right.
And I love my community. I was not going to let my community down. So, got on a plane, flew out there, changed into my suit in the airport, and jumped into an Uber Lyft. The event was about 6 or 7 minutes away. When I got there, line wrapped around the building. And I just went to the front, man. Went to the front, walked right in. They checked my bag. I think they were like, "Man, why this guy got this bag?" And I was like, "Hey, I just got off the plane." And sat my bag down, went inside. And once I got in there, I was like, "I'm here." So once I got inside, I just did my thing, started, checked out the room, started looking around the room, see who was there. I didn't tell a lot of people that I was going. I wanted to make sure that I was there first before I started talking about it. So once I got in, I started seeing some familiar faces, and I was absolutely glad that I made that trip. And once I got in there and started talking to people and connecting, I was just like, wow, we're here now. Top 10 and 5. That's our motto. Atlanta Blockchain Center is looking to be one of the top 10 blockchain centers in the next 5 years, and we 3 years into it. And when I went in there and started connecting with people, I was like, all right, I always say these things. I'm in the right place at the right time with the right people doing the right things.
That's right.
The right place at the right time with the right people doing the right things. And for me, just, I've been interested in this space since 2014, once I learned about 50 Cent accepting crypto for his music projects that he was putting out. And, to me, in my opinion, 50 Cent is no dummy.
That's right. And what album was that? I think Curtis, right?
It might have been I'm not sure which album it
master.
was. I think it was like 2014. I don't think it was that album.
It was Curtis?
And
no doubt.
In 2017, started really getting more interested, of course, because of XRP and Bitcoin. But I would say like 2019, 2020 is when I started getting really heavier into the space. And give a shout out to Iris Nevins and Uma Daima. That's where me and you
Big
connected.
shout out. Big shout out. Matter of fact, the first picture I took with anybody in the crypto space, Ant was in there. I ain't even know something like that. That was our first time meeting. I think it was some spot in the West End, but big up to Iris Uma Daima too. Word up.
And then shortly after, I learned about the Atlanta Blockchain Center was going to be open here in the Buckhead area, and I connected with Marlon Williams and other founders on LinkedIn. And then the day that they opened the building here, June 13th, 2022, I was here, and I've been here ever since.
That's right.
So yeah, when I got up in there, man, I found myself a VIP. And
now hold up. We got pictures we posted, so
yeah, y'all
I
definitely
want y'all
check
to.
out these pictures.
I want Ant to just talk about some of the photos. I don't know which one you want me to post first, because you know, obviously.
Let's start with this one.
All right, so go ahead. I'm gonna post it, and I don't know all these people's names.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna run through it real quick. So I want to give a shout out to Stand with Crypto, Mason Lanaugh, Darren Carter, Faryar. He's the policymaker for Coinbase, and Nick Carr. They were all there. They were surprised and glad to see me there. And we talked a lot about the things that we're doing here in Atlanta and all the cool things that we have planned for 2025.
That's right. Big up to Stand with Crypto.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm appreciative of being president of Stand with Crypto Georgia. And I'm just going to go ahead and go down the line. I had an opportunity to speak with Donald Trump Jr.
Hold on. I think I saw a photo.
Yeah,
I'm about to post a photo, y'all, so y'all can check it out.
And I know everybody has their opinions about, Trump and Donald Trump Jr. and stuff like that, and so be it. But for me, it was, like I said, I found myself in a VIP, and I was listening to the conversations. I was seeing how the room was moving. And I made it a point to make sure they knew who I was, Ant Mathis. I am till infinity on all social media platforms, and let them know about the work that we're doing here in Atlanta. And he actually took the time, to speak to me. And we spoke for a few minutes. And then the people around him was looking at me, and I was like, they know who we are.
Wow.
They know who we are. And then as I started moving around the room again, I ran into Michael Saylor.
All right, hold up. I think I saw that photo too. Let me post that right quick. I don't want to tag anybody right quick. I'm gonna just post the photos. You know what I'm saying?
So Michael Saylor, man, that's a cool dude, man. Great conversation.
Seems like a cool dude for sure.
We talked about other things besides crypto and blockchain, and I appreciate those type of conversations.
That's a real convo then.
And he was like, let's get a picture. Picture didn't come out right. He's like, let's take another one. That picture didn't come out because of lighting. He's like, let's take another one.
I might have to add him on this one. Hold up. We live too. I might have to add him on the photo then.
So I took a third picture with, and then like I said, once again, introduce who I am, Blockchain Center, Stand with Crypto, what we're doing here in Atlanta. And I wouldn't be surprised if one day you guys see me up in his office and we're talking about things. And as a matter of fact, on my way here,
yes,
sir, I heard he was just actually having a meeting with Donald Trump and the Crypto Advisory Board. So
you spoke that up. We spoke.
Yeah.
I swear to God, when he said the crypto council that Trump was trying to put together, Ant was like, yo, I want to be a part of that. Just by you saying that, you ended up speaking to somebody, Michael Saylor, who's most likely going to be a part of that crypto council. So for you to just be, tapped in with Mike in a conversation that was not only just about crypto, but just everyday shit, that's a real convo right there. So I might have to tag him on his photo, dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Another cool thing is like when I got there, they had the food laid out, man. They had the spread, they had the lobster and the steak, and
they had a raisin
shrimp tartare,
potato salad. Did they?
Oh, nah. They had the drinks, they had the bar. So I was like, man, they got everything here. So I pull my camera out, my phone. I'm taking video, taking pictures, and I see someone in like a flashy jacket, and I look up and it's Michael Turpin. Michael Turpin, for a lot of y'all don't know, he's a crypto godfather, and he's the author of a book that's out right now. The book is the Bitcoin
Standard, I think.
The Bitcoin Super Cycle.
Yeah, so y'all definitely make sure y'all check that book out. We're gonna post a picture. Marlon Williams, our founder, was actually just in Las Vegas speaking at the CES at Mike Tyson's house, old house. Michael Turpin actually owns that house now, and had a cool conversation with Michael Turpin, and Weil was there, and some of his business partners. So it was cool to see him and connect with him while I was there. And another cool thing was, while Snoop was out on Snake stage DJing, I was back there and I had a chance to meet his son,
Let's
uh,
go. Big up to
Corday.
Cordell.
Yeah, Champ Medici. So
Big up the champ. You heavy in the Web3
yeah,
space.
he
We need
is.
you on the pod.
And it's cool because I saw him from across the room and I just like, Corday, he saw me, and he recognized, and I went over there and just we started talking. And there was a time period in my life where I lived in California, Southern California. I went to college in California, and I told him where I went to school, and he was like, "Yeah, man, that's right there in my backyard." So we started talking, a little bit about his days back in the '90s when his dad was in his heyday with West Coast hip hop, gangster rap, and we connected organically. You know what I'm saying? So, and the cool thing is, his son actually has like 100 acres of land here
That's
in
right. He bought that
the
down in
Georgia
South
area.
Georgia, right?
So, we'll be looking forward to connecting with him as well. So that was a
Wow.
cool organic conversation, and yeah, and they're just back there, meeting with other people. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys always. You know what I'm saying? I told you, as you guys know, I go to a lot of these events across the country, different places around the world in regards to blockchain, Web3, and crypto. And there's a lot of cool people in the space, but there's a lot of different people in the space as well.
Right.
And you got to know how to move through these rooms. And some of these people are, when I was having these conversations with some of these people, like people were running up like, nah, 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 nah. And the people I'm talking like, yeah, who is this person? Who's this person? Why is this person acting like that? So be yourself in these spaces. Be yourself. A lot of people change up, they're not themselves, and these other people pick up on that. So for me, it was just important to, be in a room. We not canceling Snoop. I'd be damned.
Nah, man.
You
We
know what I'm
ain't, we
saying?
ain't
No, most
canceling
definitely
Snoop.
Uh,
not.
We not
they,
canceling Snoop.
I saw what was on social media. I heard what was being said. You know, I know that, yeah, he may have said one thing and he may have changed his mind. You know, you know, I changed my mind on some things, and just
Yeah,
being in that room for me, it was important for my first reason to be in a space in the first place.
that's right.
This is an opportunity to economically make a change for people of color, women, our community, and that's what I'm there for.
That's right.
Anybody who knows me personally, knows my family history, knows that it's important to me that we're in the room. And anybody who got something to say about it, they want to be in that room too. And I tell you right now, anybody who had anything to say about any of those performers right now, I bet you if they walked in the room, they would fan out and forget everything that they said. So it's always important to be in a room, be at the table. Regardless if you agree with them, if you like them, you want to know what's being said. And for me, I want to make sure that I'm in the room, I'm talking to those people, I'm getting that information, and I'm bringing it back to the Atlanta Blockchain Center for us to act upon it.
Mhm.
So, on a plane on the way back, I was like, okay, I connected with this person, I connected with this person, I connected with this person. That's all cool and everything, but it doesn't mean anything unless we execute and we take
That's
action
right.
behind it.
Exactly.
So you can best believe this year, these people that I mentioned, you know, if not all of them, at least one of them, we gonna connect with. They gonna be here in the space. They gonna be remote.
Stop you right quick, because there was some other people. Like, I was looking at the photos that you sent me. Now,
Right.
for everybody watching on YouTube and Instagram, go to my Twitter. All right, just go to my Twitter. That's at underscore crypto crew, and that's crew with a K underscore at the end. Go ahead, because everybody on Twitter right now can see all of the photos. Now, there's a couple other people that I saw that I want you to just talk about. This individual here, who is this gentleman?
So that's Faryar, and Faryar is the policymaker for Coinbase.
Oh,
And
that's right. I remember
yes,
I remember him out here when we had that town hall with Coinbase and ABC out
mhm.
there at Atlanta Tech Village. Okay,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
got
So
you.
when Bow Wow and the East Side Boys were here, we had an event with them back in June or July of last year. Is our first
Yeah.
stand with crypto event. Faryar was here in Atlanta, and I had
Got you.
opportunity to meet with him there, and we talked about crypto. And my question was, what's 2025 look like? What do we need to be on the lookout for? And for him, he was like policy. Policy. And I want to give a shout out to Dr. Jamar Montgomery.
That's
I want
right.
to give a shout out to RC Falls because they have also been saying we need to make sure that we're involved with that policy. That we can take advantage of what's going on in that. We don't want to be left out
Other
when they're making that
conversation.
policy, and that policy is going to come from a crypto advisory board. And once again, after we got through talking about crypto, me and Faryar started talking about football. We
See,
started
that's the
talking about
organic.
sports. Yeah, we started talking
Yeah,
about
man.
athletes. So
Organic,
it was just
man.
really cool just to
Organic.
be able to have that type of conversation with those individuals outside of definitely. So
Now you got a picture with Mason. I
yeah,
post a picture with Mason. Who's
Mason.
the gentleman?
Yeah, so I believe that gentleman's name is Travis. Travis, from what I understand, does a lot of like some engineering work. I think he does like some social media and content stuff for Stand with Crypto.
Got you, got you, got you. Now, this lady here, she was throwing up the
Yes.
heart. You was on
Nah, so
throwing
she's
up the
actually
A.
throwing up the O. So she
That's the
is the
O.
yeah,
Okay.
so their Stand with Crypto has chapters across the country. It started off with 5 chapters, and she's the president of the Ohio chapter. And I knew she was going to be going out there, and then I thought I didn't see anything else about it, but when we saw each other, we definitely connected, and we were, I think, maybe the only 2 presidents, or just a few of us from all the presidents. We were there at the event, so me and her definitely talked about. She's got some ideas, we got some ideas, and we're going to be working on some things with Ohio as well.
Got you, got you, got you. That's dope, man. I'm glad you was able to link up with other
Yeah,
people from Stand with Crypto.
definitely. So yeah, I
And
see.
who is this black couple right here
Yeah, so that's
and this gentleman?
so I already mentioned Darren Carter was there.
Got you.
Darren Carter was also here in Atlanta with Mason and Faryard when we kicked things off. And the other gentleman that picture is Hillman Sori. Hillman Sori is a business partner with Ted Lucas.
Oh
Ted
wow.
Lucas is record
Slip
slip
and
and slide
slide,
records.
yeah.
So anybody know anything about Trick Daddy, Trina, Rick Ross, Plies, that's because of Ted Lucas down in Miami, and they actually have um a venue or a building or a center very similar to Atlanta Blockchain Center. It's called the Source Group.
Hmm.
So shout out to them. They actually visited us here in Atlanta a couple years ago before
That's
they
what's up.
opened the Source Group in Miami. And when I walked in, he was actually the first person that I saw that I
Wow,
recognized. And
wow.
we were talking about the work that they're doing with, in the Miami area with the community in regards to technology. And they're really driving to bring more awareness in regards to blockchain, Web3, and crypto in the Miami area. So be
That's
on the
dope.
lookout for some collaborations, partnerships with
That's
the
dope.
Source Group, Ted Lucas, and Hillman Sori, ATL Miami, baby.
Yeah,
Miami
yeah. So
ATL.
Miami
Yeah,
was deep
definitely.
out there. Ted
Yeah,
Lucas
definitely.
and Ross.
Yeah,
You get
definitely.
a chance
So that
to
was
see
Hillman Sori.
Ross?
No, Ted Lucas wasn't there, but his business partner, Hillman Sori, was there.
Got you, got you.
Yeah.
So man, everybody watching, like I said, on Instagram and YouTube, tap into the Twitter. You're gonna see these photos later wherever he decides to post them. But we got the exclusive joints right here on Twitter. Just know if you're new to the Twitter space, or you on Instagram and YouTube and you're not on Twitter, you might want to get on Twitter because that's where all the alpha, that's where all of the high level information go first. So yeah, man, we live, we cracking, man.
Yeah,
I
real quick.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real
what's
quick
good?
though.
What's
You
good?
asked me if I had a chance to speak to Rick Ross.
No doubt.
I didn't, but I was right there next to the stage, and Rick Ross and Lemon Pepper Wet, man. I definitely had to get our
Yeah, I
Lemon
was
Pepper
about to.
Wet
That
in
was
there.
my
Yeah.
thing. I was like,
So
man, if you
yeah,
had a
yeah, yeah.
conversation with him about lemon pepper wet, man, it would have been signed, sealed, and delivered, bro. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, man, we would have had Wingstop and Shay up in there, just handling orders and all that. Like I'm telling you, man, the future is gonna be crazy for
Yeah,
us, man.
definitely. But
And
yeah, while he was on stage though, man, I was definitely, or we was around there, I was definitely like lemon pepper wet. And there's a video that I sent you. I'm out there, at the stage going, and he's in the back, and you can see him on stage. So we definitely gonna make sure we connect on that and run that up.
Yo, that's super lit, man. And it sounded like it was a phenomenal experience. The pictures, man, I know it didn't even do it justice as far as for what people see. You know what I mean? Because it's only limited that you can see through photos, but the experience to be in the room, and mind you, the tickets was $2,500. You know, just to be in the building, it was $2,500. So by you meeting Ant Mathis, and I can't wait to actually chop it up with him because one of my most like viral reels was him and his pops talking about them embarking on the NFT space with the Bored Apes. So he's the one that got Snoop in the space.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely, I'm looking forward to having a conversation with him.
And it was cool while I was talking to him because he addresses his father as Snoop.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
dope.
I picked up on that. That was
That's
dope.
dope.
Yeah.
And not to mention, you met a billionaire, Michael Saylor,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, and another billionaire, Michael Turpin.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's a different level. It's nice to know millionaires and billionaires, man. So that's the only way you're gonna get to that next level. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
know them. You gotta be in the room, man. And speaking of being in the room, did you see any other black media in there? Did you see any other like what they call them, the Market Monday guys? You see any of them?
No,
They didn't get an invite.
no, I didn't.
I got an X.
What's your question?
No, I didn't.
They the financial leaders of the culture. So I got to ask: was they didn't get an invite to the crypto?
Oh, I'm not sure if they got an invite or not, but just being in that room, just keep, like I said, I'm gonna keep it 100. There wasn't a lot of us in that space. And I was in that room and I was looking around. I was like, this definitely is not Atlanta.
Wow.
And I made it a point to make sure that I shook all those hands.
That's right.
And I made sure that they got a chance to know who I was in this space.
That's right.
Because I know somewhere down the line, we're going to connect again. And they're like, hey, you were at the crypto ball in DC. And I was like, we shook hands, we talked for a bit. So for me, it was just, making that connection. People who you thought would be there in the room, maybe this is not their chance right now to be in the room. Maybe they will be later on. I'm not going to write nobody off, and I'm not going to try to make anybody be in the space. There's a lot of people out there who are still shunning crypto. They're still
That's
shunning
right.
NFTs.
That's right.
They don't get it yet. And that's cool. They will eventually though,
Mhm.
because that's where this future is moving to.
That's right.
Like I'm telling people right now that fiat, these dollar bills that they're getting, that they're using, is not going to be relevant in the near future. So anybody who's not on board yet, they're not listening to us yet. They will eventually. They're asking us why this, and why that, and why this, and why that. And I know eventually they're going to be asking us how. How'd you do that? How about this? And how about that? So, I do appreciate anybody in this space, black, brown, women, whatever, educating on financial literacy. I do appreciate them
That's
when
right.
they do talk about stocks.
That's a
I
fact,
do.
though.
And if
That's
they
a
don't
fact.
talk about crypto, that's fine. Because when it's time to start speaking about it, we're a resource for them.
Super
So,
facts.
if they're not there, okay, we don't have the relationship yet, but I'm just going to keep it to a point where we will have a relationship in the future. I don't want them to ever come back and be like, oh, well, yeah, you said this or that or whatever. It's like, they do what they do and then they come
I'll
around.
just be having to ask the
Yeah.
questions because we went to Bitcoin Nashville and we actually got some engagement from them because I said something. I made a post.
Yeah, they
They
just may
wasn't
not be
there.
there yet.
Like I said, I'm a fan of them, so I'll be looking for them to be in these spaces in these rooms. So, it is what it is. But to switch gears, let's talk about the real elephant in the fucking room, the Trump coin, man. Like we was expecting the Telegram. Like we know, yo. Speaking of that, we got to bring in our guy because this could be a great segue. What that Trump token, Doug? It just broke records. It hit like a $5 billion market cap in like 12 hours. 80% of the token supply is locked. They got what? 200 million tokens out right now and circulated. Over the next 3 years, they're gonna release the rest. So it's a total of 1 billion tokens they got. But right now, I saw that. Yo, we got to get a real time. Can somebody look at the charts? Can somebody look at?
It's nuking. I'm gonna talk about it. It's nuking.
Yeah, I'm gonna let my boy. Our guy B. He always gives us super alpha. We about to give him a
in-game
segment.
association.
We got to give him a segment. So hold on, let me adjust the camera right quick. Make sure we all in this piece.
So,
Hello. Don't sit back too far. All right, cool. All right, so boom. Yeah, so we live on Instagram, we live on YouTube. Had to adjust the cameras. Got my boy B from Endgame Association. I'm about to call this
DJing, y'all.
This is the King DJing, but this is the meme coin. We gonna call this the meme coin corner with Endgame Association. My boy B, my boy B right here. So we getting it popping right now today.
Check out
The
that
Trump
hoodie.
token is going crazy.
yeah.
Ant was in the room. Did you hear any alpha?
Oh yeah. Well,
Because
I'm gonna give you my perspective.
tell us where the market cap is right now. Because the token dropped 9 o'clock, and mind you, he was tired as fuck when I came back home from teaching. I wound it down. I was asleep and I woke up. My phone was on fire. These two gentlemen was the first people I spoke to in the morning because yesterday, that day before was phenomenal. It was surreal. Now, Ant, please tell me some of the alpha in the room. How was the energy? And the B, we gonna need some TA in your perspective.
well, Donald Trump wasn't at the event. You know, like his name was on the invite, but he wasn't at the event. I pulled up to the event about 8:30, and right around 9 o'clock, there was a lot of talk about the Trump token, and people saying, "Oh yeah, I saw that 200 million," and they were like, "What?" And then next thing you know, it was like at 8 billion or something like that within a very very short period of time, and a lot of people were like, "Nah, this can't be real." And it was all happening in real time, and it happened really, really fast. And then there was a lot of people like, I missed out. And then people were like, nah, I'm about to get in right now. I don't care. I'm just about to get in. So I began a lot of phone calls, a lot of messages like, hey, Ann, did you know about this before it happened? And I was like, nah, I didn't know about it, but I knew shortly afterwards. You know, just being in that room shortly afterwards and just hearing the conversations, and the conversation hasn't stopped to this point.
Did you think it was official, or do you thought it was a rumor? Do you think it was like speculation, or you knew it was official?
I knew it was official.
Because of the people coming up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in DC.
Man.
Yeah, you got the crypto ball.
Yeah.
I mean, the sponsors,
Ain't no
Coinbase,
speculators.
Stand with Crypto, Kraken, Solana, MetaMask.
They was there deep.
I mean, come on now. That's official right there. You don't get no more official than that.
Now, we got our guy, Brandon, Endgame Association. The meme coin corner now. That's what we calling this, the meme coin corner.
I like
What's good? From the meme coin king. What's good, B?
Appreciate you having me on the show, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you here.
Regular now in person.
That's
I don't
right.
know how we did it, but we here. But nah, man, it was interesting, man. Friday, actually, I caught in the middle of the madness because actually, as soon as I clocked out,
was at the bottom here trying to shoot a 3 right now.
So I'm working. I clock out right at 9 o'clock. I hop in the Telegram with the homies. We check our AI tools in Discord. I actually see the token at 400 mil. I think it's fake right away though, because I see the whole True Social post. So we're all speculating like what's going on, and we see it post on Twitter, and we're like, dang, this might actually be something. Check it again. It's about a bill. I'm like, nah, no way I'm jumping in. And
he's not the only one. Everybody thought the same thing.
Everybody thought the same. So we all looking, and then so as we start to do more research, though, next thing you know, it's at 4 bill. And this is all fully diluted, not circulating market cap, because the fully diluted market cap is a lot higher than the like circulating supply with market cap. But you start flying, man. So really, we start digging in, and we find out quickly that it was the website where he launched whatever it was, like the main thing where the contract address was posted. They had actually registered the site and they had connected it to the meme coin or to the trading cards. So they had already did some real homework on the back end to set it up a certain way. And it's funny enough, we find a token that the dev did deploy. So the dev whoever the United States dev is cooked, is based, right?
but they bought into a token called 47 right after they deployed the 47 or the Trump ticker.
Now, hey, we gotta give people a disclaimer. Give people.
Oh yeah, none of this is financial advice. It's all educational purposes, all for learning and research. So this is just again information that I was being shared.
BYOR.
Do your
That's
own
right.
research,
That's right.
all of that. But yeah, so me and the homies we scanning, and then we find out the dev had bought this other token in the wallet. So we start watching that one. We found that one at like 200K. That one ended up going all the way up to like 10 mil just over like a day or two yesterday.
Wow.
But as we talking about the charts now, boy, Ryan Fournier, whoever you are, he works on Donald Trump's team. He rugged a token called TikTok not too long ago while I was on the way up here. He rugged everybody for 19 mil and then posted about it on Twitter. So of course, and then shortly after that, Melania had a ticker come out on her page, like within the past hour or two.
Mm-hmm.
So the Trump chart's actually looking sad right now. People don't be discouraged. I do think personally it's an intentional shakeout. The reason why my laptop up is I am deploying capital, so I am trying to catch these dips. But I think it's on purpose too. So just with that, anytime you invest, never invest more than you could lose. Um, but yeah, man, there's a lot of meme. I think I heard you when I was pulling up. It was definitely like one of the craziest weekends in crypto I've experienced so far, positively, right? Up until now.
That's right. Now, what's the market cap?
Market cap right now. So again, going back to the company we talked about too. So the market cap based on what's circulating is at 8 bill, but based on like fully diluted, it's 41 billion. This morning, fully diluted was like 78 bill or
That's
something like that.
Retarded.
So the impact that this is having on the market, I think it's funny because Trump said I'm going to pay off the debt with the crypto check, and I think you see that happening, or at least you see the groundwork for it, and you see the framework and how that's possible. So I do think it's also interesting. None of the mainstream media, I don't watch CNN or the news and nothing. I was looking for it though on Saturday and I couldn't find nothing.
Let me speak on that
So
right
yeah,
quick. Because I am a journalist, I'm gonna tell you the news cycle. The regular news cycle, y'all know it's just like regular 9 to 5 in the stock market. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. These people be taking their breaks. Crypto is 365, 24/7. This shit move fast. So Friday, when everybody at CNN and Fox and all these other mainstream platforms, they be in their beds. They be trying to unplug from the news. We wake up to this shit. We go to sleep to this shit. We eat this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what this shit is. That's a pause. But this is what we do in this space. So this is the reason why the crypto industry putting pressure on Wall Street to be 24/7 because they know they gotta compete with us. So with that being said, I just know that they're not going to pick up on this until Tuesday because Monday is MLK. So there's going to be some news outlets that's open, because they're going to record and report on the inauguration. So they have to be out there for that. But as far as to the other news, like somebody is probably going to mention this. I don't know if it's Trump. I don't know if it's his son at the inauguration. Maybe somebody in the know in the news, if they ask one of these guys a question about it, it might go crazy. But think about it, the regular working person ain't gonna have no bread probably till Friday to put some bread in it. This thing gonna have some legs. Me personally, I think that's what the shakeout is about for the next mainstream, adoption of the shit. Because here's the thing, Binance already listed it,
hmm
and they listing it on their futures market.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of some to that too.
Then Crypto.com listed it. I just told my cousin about it. He just scooped some up.
Yeah.
Then Coinbase got on a roadmap.
Mhm.
So for the people who not too savvy with the Phantom Wallet, contract addresses, and all that, you got to use a mainstream exchange. Yeah, they got them out there already, super quick. Go ahead, B.
But not to add to that, I'm actually glad you mentioned that because back to like intentional shakeouts, somebody made a point too. And this is all alleged, like if the supply actually is locked on the Trump token, since there's only 20% circulating, these exchanges have to open market buy on those 200 million tokens.
Mm.
So back to even like price manipulation. They wasn't about to buy it $70 a token. So yeah, again, it's all intentional shakeout. So anybody that's just brought into crypto, because another thing that's crazy is they have like over 700,000 holders already. So when you look at the adoption that's happening, and my cousins in Memphis hit me up about Moonshot and how to get this token, and it's like you see the madness and the frenzy that this is causing, and it's interesting, man. It's a simulation. But with all that being said, too, I do got to be honest. Another reason I didn't buy initially was because Trump is, yeah, he's the president now and was before, but he's still a celebrity, right? So even as I looked at the chart and seen it nuking, I'm like, damn, these celebrities still rugging. They still out here. But again, just one thing you gotta, understand, like T.Gold talking about, it's a cycle. And so that's why I'm giving some psychology on like the sell and the buy cycle right now, because Trump's actually speaking right now, or like got a live stream going as we speak
Really?
somewhere.
Okay,
They're
okay,
doing
okay.
like a rally before tomorrow. So
Mm.
um, I think again right now is just anybody that wasn't in that they wanted to be in, or institutions and whatever, like they wouldn't go buy at tomorrow's price. I think tomorrow's gonna be a very interesting day. So
All right, so who knows if his corporate friends didn't get in at a good price?
yeah,
Trump might try to rug pull his own project a little bit so his friends can get a better price.
right,
It's all good because retail they're gonna need to get into. So,
right.
um, all right. One thing I was doing some research on. I got to big up to Gia because Gia, the house goddess, she was one of the first people that sent the link in the group chat because we got a Discord, but I saw the actual website. And I was like, yo, I don't know if this is fraudulent. I was like, I don't know what this is because I don't remember the last time I seen you know, a website that fast for a damn meme coin. So I was like, damn, it's official. But here's the thing. I was doing the research on the NFTs because, he released about 4 different NFT projects over the past 2 years. All right. He released them for $99. At certain times of the year, these things was going for $1.25. Just January the 15th, they was going for $1.50.
Yeah, they 3K almost now, depending on
I saw them yesterday. Was the floor price was $1,000.
it's 20.
I saw it go from 800 to $1,000 in about 2 hours. Now, B, you said how much are
You
these
said earlier
NFTs?
there was
The
like
floor price?
2,700 Polygon or
It
something,
went up to
2,800 Polygon.
2,800.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Polygon $1 on it.
Oh,
So
okay. So here's the thing.
let me see.
I just know that it went up from $150 to about $1,000 in 3 days. You know why? Because guess what happened with the Pudgy Penguin?
So yeah.
Guess what happened with the
Oh
Pudgy
yeah,
Penguins?
airdrop.
A fucking airdrop.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So
speculating on
everybody,
that.
and
Facts.
I was looking at the bubble maps. I went to the website and I saw there was 10% allocated to the public. So that means
Mm.
there's a good percent. There's a good opportunity for the people who own these NFTs to get a fucking airdrop token. The Trump president is airdropping you fucking money. That's the new stimmy. The new stimmy is airdrop Trump tokens to the fucking NFT holders of his project. And I faded every 4 NFT collections he released. Ask me why? I don't know why. Maybe it's because I didn't fuck with him personally. But guess what? I got his fucking coin. I'll tell you that much. And if I was smart enough, I should have bought 2 of them damn NFTs because I would have held on to both of them, got the airdrops, and just made some other plays. But big up to everybody who got those NFTs, those Trump NFTs, y'all, because
AT, I
y'all
want
in
to
the
add
money
something
right
to
now.
that. I want to add something to that real quick.
So the Trump coin is related to the NFTs?
Yeah, they're directly correlated.
Oh,
Again, the website, like T said, that's how we found out it was official because we went to the website and seen the trading cards connected to the token. So that's how we knew it was official. I was just saying we went to the website, like T said, and then found out the trading cards are definitely connected to the token. And it was funny too because Thread Guy, he was speculating. He said, "Yo, so does this mean I'm getting an airdrop?" Because he bought a whole bunch of them trading
He did
cards
to meet up with
to
Trump.
meet up with Trump. So again, when you look at it like that, it's
Oh, he gonna get stupid
crazy. Go ahead,
airdrop.
though. Yeah, one thing I want to say is when I hopped off the plane when I got back, when I hopped off the plane here in Atlanta when I got back from DC, B Jack was one of the first people I called in regards to the Trump token. And I shared with B Jack is like we're moving into a digital age. And we've been talking about fiat is not going to be represented here in the very near future. And when we talk about fiat, who's on the front of a $1 bill?
Washington.
Who's on a $5 bill? Who's on a $10 bill? Who's on a $20 bill? Who's on a $50 bill? Who's on a $100 bill? The only difference between that, or let me say it like this, we are in a digital age now. So those are all presidents on fiat. Now we got a president that's on a digital coin. So basically, just look at the Trump token as another currency.
It is.
It's a president that's on another currency, except it's digital now.
But let me double down on that. It's all about branding, right? Branding is the key thing here. Like the U.S. currency was branded around the founding fathers of this country, right? And the premise uh, of having George Washington, right? Benjamin Franklin, and all our founding fathers on those paper money, right? And the unity that was upheld by the dollar, right, or the currency, the U.S. fiat currency, was somewhat in part the relationship that was made by human level with those individuals on the dollar, Abraham Lincoln, etc. Those are hundreds of years, not hundreds of years, but a lot, yeah, a lot of time, hundreds of years, man, of like
Several hundred years.
not
A
several
couple hundred
hundred,
years.
yeah,
Two.
couple hundred,
At least two.
yeah,
Mhm.
but of past time where it's like now if the economy has shifted into where finance has shifted as well into a space where you have people rewriting the rules
Mhm,
and now technology is also coming into play.
mhm.
People who recognize that and build finance economics around their brand, i.e. Trump, can enable a whole economy off of the concept of the same forest concept.
That's right. That's right. Now I want to big up to everybody listening, and we got to big up to our guy Levi, man. He had a question. He asked, "Are any of y'all transactions getting jammed up?" Now
Yeah.
here's the thing. There was a disclaimer that Coinbase in Binance they put like
Oh,
yeah, it's like a seed tag or something like that, just to let everybody know that these are highly volatile and you might have some problems.
no,
You know,
it's more of a network issue.
network.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
The
think
network is getting jammed up with all these
yeah,
transactions.
people. I think more so people is to answer your question. I think people getting jammed up trying to sell and trying to buy because I've been trying to. That's why I still got. I'm trying to buy more, and the network is jammed. Solana's not broke, y'all. Solana's not broke, but it's definitely a network jam. While we talking about network, though, somebody did mention. Somebody made a joke of asking about like how much the gas fees would have been on Ethereum if the token would have dropped on Ethereum.
Oh, the gas fees would have been ridiculous. It would have been car note money.
Yeah. So I just this is a stress test too. It's
Yeah.
just everything happening right now. Solana's just going through it. But yeah, man.
No, but to that point, to his point right there, this is a legit stress test,
Yeah.
right? This is a legit stress test of Solana. Like
All right, now that's a good point.
that's all I could think about while this is happening. Like, damn, why you choose base or something? Like,
You know why I did it?
Because his son's Baron is on Solana. He got his now. I
Yes.
don't know if you want to segue into that Baron token too, or that's too much alpha.
No. That was too deep.
One thing I want to say, just cheese. Let me say. Okay.
There
Go
was
ahead,
so
Cheese.
much. There was one narrative that was very prevalent over the weekend, which is just that Solana didn't go down, right?
Had a record high.
Catalyst event of the Trump token, right, and it not going down, and this catalyst event of selling, is it going to go down, right?
Good.
For that to take place on Solana and it's still up,
Good point, Joe.
right? Says a lot.
No,
Good fucking point, Joe. Solana, for those who are new to the Solana ecosystem, it has been notorious for shutting down. All right. People was giving Solana hell. I was giving Solana hell for that shit shutting down. That's why I wasn't a fan of it. But people like B over here, you know what I mean? And we had another individual that was super heavy in the space that had me convinced to just fuck with it. And I've been watching it, and yeah, this shit been battle tested right now with this Trump token. Cause boy, that fucking coin has been on fire. So that's a great segue. One thing I do want to say before I talk about the segue is somebody at Marathon Digital, what they did was I gotta talk about this. This is crazy. Somebody embedded a portrait of Trump into Bitcoin's blockchain to honor his up and coming inauguration. Using their Marathon pool, the company also inscribed the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights onto block 879,613, citing Bitcoin's alignment with America's eternal principles. Yo, now you imagine if Trump, because what he did do, he also got an ordinance. Trump is everywhere. I can't even lie. He lit. If you bought
Yeah, probably.
if you bought the NFT where he got locked up on Wright Street, the mugshot NFT, you had access. Only those people who had that NFT had access to the ordinals. Imagine if he would have launched those ordinals on this same block that had his face inscribed on it, along with the Constitution and Bill of Rights. That would have been the illest ultimate flex. And he's probably gonna go down. Honestly, I didn't even vote for him, but he's probably gonna go down as like one of the best presidents in history, as far as just for this industry in crypto, because what he's doing is fucking phenomenal. You know how many world leaders gonna launch their own tokens now?
Well,
Because think about, and here's my point.
yeah.
Let his token get to 500. Now, instead of everybody, the Benjamin was a standard at $100. The paper now you you ain't got no trunks. I need that trunk. I need that 500.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're right there. That's what Ant was saying.
That's
That's
what,
what, yeah.
that's what he's saying. Too.
Exactly, bro.
What I'm saying.
Exactly. That's what you know. You made me think of that. You made me think of that. Like Trump got he got his own fucking money. The boy got his own money.
Guy's own liquidity.
Yeah. It's crazy, yo. He got his own DeFi platform. He got his own
He on Base,
Memecoins.
Polygon,
He's
Bitcoin,
he's
Ethereum,
on all these
Solana.
blockchains, man. Yo,
Yeah,
we got a lot of listeners today. I want to big up to everybody listening
Absolutely.
today, on the Twitter spaces, man. We've been getting some engagement too. There's some people, I don't even want to give it up, but behind the scenes, yeah, man, we cooking over here.
Pause.
Yo, anybody else have any thoughts on this Trump token? Because on the heels of the Trump token, Solana just hit a record high.
Oh yeah, actually, low key. That's a good segue.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was the segue I was referring to. Is with all of that activity on the Solana ecosystem, Solana hit 295, which is their new all-time high.
Crazy.
Right? So, and of course, because it was by Trump's token, I didn't know they was coming out with layer 2. So Solana coming out with a layer 2 called Solaxi. Instead of Galaxy, I guess they call it Solaxi or whatever. So for scalability and for that performance, all right. So for all my builders out there and engineers and coders, if you building on Solana, they got a layer 2 that they coming with. So that's another reason why this token been on fire. But 295 is Solana's record high. So now let's go with my guy B over there with the TA. What's your price point, your projection for Solana this cycle?
I'm gonna take a tweet from Ansem. Remove all targets, and I say that because, like, truthfully, I don't know, man. Because one thing I even saw just happen, like, and again, I'm gonna take an Ansem tweet. We have new information because what I saw just even happen with Solana, like what the Trump administration and what they're doing from the on Meteora. They have a liquidity pool, a DLMM. So they're eating off of the fees. There's been over like 20, 30, 40 billion dollars traded over the past couple of days. So what they're doing is they open market bought Solana. So the fees that they're making, they just buying Solana. I saw them buy like what $16 million of Ethereum today too, or something like that.
Yo, that's crazy.
So I don't even know, bro. I don't know where price targets end up at. Like I think the meme though, right? I think the funny stuff We're gonna hit 420 here soon, real soon. 690 will be shortly after that. And then I think the whole narrative Solana to 1,000, I think it's very easily, man. Like at this pace, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I think at this pace, the way that liquidity is flowing in, and this is still just this ain't even started. He ain't even in office yet. This is not even real approved, quote unquote, institutional money inflow. This ain't retail yet. This ain't dumb money yet. This is just the start. So, bro, I don't know, man. I do love to see. You just actually gave me some news. I didn't know Soul was doing the L2 at all. I knew Fire Dancer is like a tech upgrade doing, but you just gave me some news. But yeah, man, I think it's beautiful to see the growth. And even again, it's funny, and this ain't got nothing to do with your topics today, but I thought it was interesting just in the same tune to Trump, how you see Vitalik, he changed over his PFP to a Milady NFT. But his reasons for doing it, he's like, man, he's realizing now, like, you gotta lean into these narratives. You gotta be quote unquote cool, right? He's trying to pull a Zuckerberg now. So
That's right.
I think it'll be interesting though to see just how many more U.S. companies, and then just as one of your topics today with XRP, I think it'll be interesting to see like the innovation and the benefits that a lot of U.S. blockchain companies get because of them being in the U.S. So I'm excited to see that.
But I just had this conversation with somebody else too. The fact that Vitalik changed his picture to a milady, right? And what it means for Ethereum, because Solana, they have figured out something in the
The
culture
social engagement.
around social
The
engagement.
founders have been using PFPs of
Yeah,
projects.
yeah. And but not only that, how once once a chain founder reaches out and buys into a cult experience, it stimulates activity on the chain
That's
because
right.
now it's like, oh shit, Vitalik fucks with Miladies. Okay, now what other Ethereum platform or NFT projects might get hyped, right? Because all of a sudden it looks like these actually mean something, right? So I think that's one thing that I picked off when Vitalik changed his picture.
No, that's really-
Well, one thing I want to say
Yeah,
too,
yeah, bro.
the Solana L2 thing, that is interesting because I need to look into that because I think that's actually an EVM.
Hmm.
And that was something early on that we actually talked about here, like modular blockchains where you could have the speed of Solana, but do the validation via Ethereum.
Ethereum. Got you.
See, hey, lastly, my
Yeah,
fault.
yeah, no,
Because I'm getting this news as discussion.
man, it's a round table. This is what we do, dogs.
So basically, I brought up Ryan Fournier earlier.
Who's
Trump's
he? Who's he?
he's a part of Trump's like advisory. He's an
Got you.
advisor to Trump, like
Got you.
official, right? So he tweeted 49 minutes ago, staying away from crypto. I tweeted a few times today about Trump and a newly created coin called TikTok. I had someone reach out earlier. They wanted to make a coin to support TikTok comeback. Turned out to be a chaotic mess because I was scammed by said individual. I truly do apologize to everybody that was affected and putting money into that. I'm going to stay away from the crypto stuff until I get a better understanding of who to trust. Be safe out there and make sure you're protected. Right? That's one tweet. The algorithm's so crazy. So right under that, the next tweet got a screenshot. Somebody say Trump is literally doing buybacks after dumping $500 million. We live in a simulation. This cannot possibly be real life. And then he shows a screenshot of the on-train transaction. It's just where it's like, man, this stuff sound made up. Man.
With all that being said, I think it's important as we're talking about this Trump token, and this is another thing. I'm not going to dive too far into this. When I was telling Brandon about you got a $1 bill, $5 bill, $10 bill, so on and so on, you got all these presents on it. The power of this blockchain space is we can create our own tokens as well
Big up the
around our
lemon pepper. Big up the lemon
exactly.
pepper wet.
So that's a meme coin, but we can also create our own tokens with utility and value to them. Like I love music, right? Just like we decide we want to create a token based after based on one of our favorite artists. Growing up as a kid in the 80s, it was either this artist or that artist. I'm not saying no names of who these artists are right now because I think we're going to work out some of these projects and you're going to hear about them. A few days away is going to be February, and it's going to be Black Future Month.
That's right.
And you can best believe here at the Black Atlanta Blockchain Center, we got some things that are going to be cooking for that.
Oh yeah.
So there's going to be some narratives around some historical figures and some tokens that we're going to come up with that I highly suggest that, you keep your eyes on what's going on here at the Atlanta Blockchain Center and what we're cooking up. Yeah, we got LPW.
We cooking,
And
baby. We
the cool
cooking.
thing about LPW is that we showed that was kind of by an accident. We were just talking about AI agents, and this AI agent, Shay created a token called Lemon Pepper Wet, which we are evolving into LPW for Live, Play, Work.
That's right.
And it bonded. Only 1% of tokens that are created on Pump.Fund actually bond. And just joking around, playing around, we bonded a token. But then we were also to get to $100,000 market cap,
126.
126.
126.
And we know that once a token gets to 100 plus market cap, what's the capabilities for that?
You can see it.
So, and if you look at our charts, and the most important thing for us is like, yeah, we were joking around and we created this AI agent, this token, and we got in front of it. We're not here to pump a token and then dump on the community. And we've shown that just you can go on a Solana or you can just go on a desk screener and you can look at LPW and you can see we actually have a very healthy chart.
Super fast.
So with that being said, we have demonstrated as a community what we're capable of doing. So just be prepared of what we're about to do real soon with some other tokens. And these tokens are going to have a narrative and they're going to have some utility and they're really going to set the stage of what we can do with this technology moving forward in this space. If you look on all my social media handles, you will see that it says art, culture, technology. Anything is possible. So and that's where we're at right now. So, and I also want to give a shout out to occasional superstar Fabian. He's a artist here. He's a mural artist here in Atlanta.
No doubt.
And a couple years ago, he was really adamant. We were at the Trap Music Museum. Shout out to them. Shout out to Adila. She's the art curator. And we were having a conversation and he was just like, what can we do for our culture? What can we do for our community? And that never left me of how we can use this technology. Because at the end of the day, if we want to go way, way back with it, this technology is rightfully in the hands of a group of people. And I'm talking about all the way back to, we ain't gonna get into it. I'm talking about Egypt and the Houthi and talk. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with that.
Of course.
And science and mathematics. So let's claim this technology and let's use this for our advantage so that we can change what's going on in our communities. We don't have to be left behind. I remember when they said hip hop was a fad, and look what happened to hip hop and who got involved with it and who really benefited from it. It wasn't the artists who benefited from hip hop, it was the conglomerates, it was the big businesses. And then I remember when the dot coms came along and people were like, you go buy ABC dot not talking about just 123.com and you were a rich man for just owning that because somebody was gonna come around and buy 123.com for $1 million. So here we are with this blockchain. Yeah, we're talking about crypto. This is the crypto crew, but blockchain is the spine.
That's right.
It's just like all these EVs, the electric cars. Yeah, Tesla's a dope car. It's, people do like some don't, but it's the technology that's in that car. It's also in these other cars, Hyundai, BMWs, or whatever. It's the technology. So blockchain is the technology, and from the blockchain technology, that's where you get crypto. That's where you get NFTs. That's where you get Web3, metaverse, AI, so forth and so on. So it's important that we look at the technology as a whole and how can we leverage this technology and benefit from it to get rid of some of these disparities and narrow the economic wealth gap. So yeah, we're talking about all these other tokens, but it's time to start getting ready and take advantage of some tokens that we can create, like Occasional Superstar was saying, to benefit our community.
One last thing if I can
Yeah,
add
yeah,
into that.
definitely, man. No
bro.
last
Hey,
things.
no,
Keep it
because
going. That's right.
you said some great things on there, my brother. But just we talked about it too before Lemon Pepper Wet even launched, like what the value of our own ecosystem is. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're talking about because it's TCK, it's the news, right? We talk about these things to make sure the information's out there for everybody. But just truthfully, y'all, uh, don't get shaken out of your positions chasing the new shiny thing, right? And I say that because you can see it, right? You can see where this token sucks. Pause. It has sucked liquidity out from so many projects so fast
It's a fact.
because everybody's trying to chase the Trump token now.
It's a
So it's
fact.
like, Lord willing, inshallah, hopefully y'all made some bread if you did rotate. But again, if you bought anything yesterday on that Trump token, you down crazy right now. Just truthfully.
You waited
So
too late,
yeah, you wait. So
or
just
you didn't know about
or
it.
you didn't know it, but back to just again knowing like T.Gold, you said something earlier, kind of like how you missed this or missed that. Like it's okay to miss things. It's okay to watch things go. Because the one thing you definitely don't want to have at the peak of a bull market is FOMO. You don't want to FOMO into nothing. That's how you get hacked. That's how your wallet can get drained. That's how you can get mev'd. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many things that can happen when you FOMO in. And then, when you look at the volatility, even that did happen over the weekend, and that's still happening right now, like a lot of projects lost a lot of liquidity.
So on that note,
Hmm.
I was looking at that very same thing. Let me
Hmm.
see the mic.
Yep.
I was looking at the very same thing. The thing I wanted to see was there any new money coming into this space because of this Trump token. I was looking at the overall market cap of crypto, and it was still under $4 trillion. It was like 3.2. What is the
I ain't
market
even
cap
look.
of the?
I'll look now.
Yeah, we're gonna give the people real time data on what's going on with the.
3.5 trillion.
It's 3.5 trillion. It was still under $4 trillion. So that means, like B said, if you look at all of the other
Rotation.
cryptocurrencies, them motherfuckers is in the red. They in the tank because people pulling liquidity out of that and moving that shit into that Trump token. So
That's a great point you just made, because even like when you look at the
okay.
past, nah, just to back you up on that with data, right? So that event happened what, the 18th?
Friday night.
Friday night, we actually were a higher overall crypto total
We're 17.
market cap.
17.
We were at 17th. Was that yeah, that
Friday
was
night.
Friday night, 17th.
Got you.
So we was at on the 17th. We were at 3.65 trillion.
So the
So
market went down.
the market cap is actually down. So again, when you like you just pointed out, has new money entered? I
Nope.
wouldn't say again, retail ain't here,
Not
institution ain't
yet.
here. You saw a lot of liquidity get sucked out, but it's not in the room yet. So just to get reminding people, don't get shaken out of your positions trying to chase the shiny pump. That was a very shameless plug to LP Doug. Go catch them bottoms for sure. Pause.
And one thing I want to add to that is like, we started off, the crypto crew spaces today, and we talked about Snoop and some of the other artists that were there and some of the flack that they were catching. And we know who the fans are of those artists. And we know, and the fans are those artists, and we know that those fans are probably gonna look at those artists and know that those artists were at the crypto ball, and they're gonna hear a negative narrative behind it, and they're gonna be like, "Nah, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna mess with that."
They
100%.
keep doing that.
Be conscious of that. Do not be scared of blockchain, crypto, and Web3 because of what you're hearing in the news about these artists being at this event with this person or whatever, and then everybody wants to
That's good.
cancel culture them or whatever culture count, whatever the thing that's going on. Because then it's like, oh, I'm not going to invest in that because such and such was there with these people or whatever.
And you seen the video last
Yeah,
time.
you don't let that deter you from the opportunities that lie ahead to benefit for yourself and your family and your community.
Great point, man. Yo, because I was thinking the same thing, but I'm glad you brought it up because the way here's the thing, we're gonna tap into the breakfast clubs and the Joe Buttons, and this is gonna be a topic. Everybody gonna be talking about Trump and the meme coins,
Hmm.
and then they're gonna be talking about All of the rappers that was at
Mm-hmm.
that event. But everybody misses the key word, crypto ball. Everybody who was there as a rapper has done something in this Web3 blockchain crypto space. I have seen it. So that's the reason why they was there. But you see how like they still pushing like this democratic republic narrative that if you a Republican, oh, you pro crypto for the most part, yeah. But here's the funny part: crypto should not be
But real quick, I'm sorry.
a red or blue thing. It's bipartisan. This is money.
That's why
This is
purple. That's
this
why
is
stand with crypto
financial.
is purple.
Exactly.
Because you take red,
Bingo.
you get blue, you
You
get
get
and
that
mix
purple.
it, you get purple. But I also
Good
want to
point.
make a point that if you go to standwithcrypto.com and you look at who's in office now, it's not just mostly Republicans. There's a
That's
lot
right.
of Democrats out there, senators, state, local, federal level that were pro crypto. A lot,
Hmm.
and I think it actually might be more Democrats than Republicans if you go to standwithcrypto.com and you take a look at it.
That's right.
I mean, it would make sense because crypto is like lore wise, crypto is libertarian,
Hmm.
like the libertarian
That's a fact.
liberalizing technology, right? So it makes sense.
So now that was some great points, man. You know, I'm glad we got some great knowledgeable individuals here at this space today. Again, we got big up to NFT as she on mom duties. You know, um, having fun celebrate her son's 5th birthday, and big up to everybody listening. We had our guy Campini. He's out there. You know, we mentioned him earlier. His name is Levi, man. What's going on, brother? We glad you tapped into our spaces today, man. What's your thoughts on some of the things we've been talking about? All right. Hold on. Think he might be having a little technical difficulties, or he might be preoccupied. But once there he goes. What's going on? How you doing, Levi?
Hey, making it. I'm still the Solana thing right now. Some of y'all know me. Know I was, call out Solana breaks down, right? And cool. The trade right now, I got one sitting here waiting for 60 minutes.
Damn.
That yeah. So
That's nasty
and
work.
sorry.
I said, yeah, that's nasty work. 60 minutes on Solana waiting for a
Sounds like
transaction to go
Coinbase
through.
though.
Yeah, that's a lot of price in the past hour.
Yeah.
Some of them past was so it's not working right now, but it's not working for me right now.
There's a lot of price came down. Right.
As far as Trump goes, y'all can tell I've been that boat. That said, he's in office. He's gonna do the things I want to trade on, right?
Right.
Okay, my own thoughts. This is I think Brandon mentioned the celebrity meme coins. When like Melania thing came up, on Twitter, Melania thing came up following that Trump thing. I think this is going to keep happening. I think it'll be 4 years of this, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I'm trying to build projects, and I saw the thing, seeing liquidity move out of all these established projects. All the gaming projects are down, all of them are down as of yesterday. Everyone just dumped everything and threw it into this.
Yep.
So get through that, figure out what that means. Just like whatever this dude does is going to be the standard for every other project. So I was going to look at some of the features that'll come out later. I mean, they're talking about, it's like Eric Trump. They're going to go follow Eric on Twitter.
Mhm.
But I guess it's a Liberty Digital.
World
and they're
Liberty
talking about
Financial.
yeah.
Oh wow.
But they're talking about different features we're rolling out for like different projects afterwards. And wondering what that's going to look like. Besides that, just still plugging around the gaming projects. Looking at Squaresoft, I think, is looking at doing some more stuff with AI NPCs and figuring some of that stuff out. But otherwise, just, like everybody else, looking at Deck Screener, trying to get these Solana trades in.
That's what's up, man. So good luck with having your transactions go through, man, on Solana, man. And yeah, you mentioned something about AI agents, so I'm totally interested in seeing what you cooking up with your platform, Campaigny, and AI agents, because a lot of people here they start to integrate agents into their projects, man. But one thing I want to tell the people right quick. Also, thank you for tapping in your comments. One thing I want to tell the people, man, because we got our guy who's the president of the Georgia chapter for Stand with Crypto. If you go to their website, it'll tell you exactly how many Republicans and Democrats are pro crypto. All right. So we got 18% of Republicans that actually hold crypto, and you got 22% of Democrats that hold crypto. So that's actually a surprising statistics. And also, you got 22% of independents that hold crypto. So I actually fall into that category of independent. I'm a registered independent. So yeah, y'all. Don't be fooled by the narrative that you're gonna hear on your favorite radio stations and all of the black media. Because they are definitely gonna spin the narrative on this crypto thing and how Snoop and Rick Ross align themselves with Trump and the Trump token. Everybody's gonna clown it. Everybody, listen. This is the biggest catalyst and marketing tool I ever seen in this space. I only been in this space for like 3 years. I'm going on 4, but I never seen nothing like this, and I've heard in other spaces and from other knowledgeable individuals who've been in this space longer than me say the same thing. They never seen no shit like this. So, yeah. With that being said, there's also one more thing. My guy Just Cheese got some thoughts on this. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot that this weekend is going to teach people, and I'm still like Christian said, I'm still unpacking it on my end too. Like in terms of how to launch a project, in terms of what comes next, in terms of blockchains that he selected, right? Is all information in between the lines, it's in between the lines there, right? The fact that they chose Meteora for staking pools, right?
That's the same one
Right.
we use.
Like, and the the idea of like the narrative that creates, right? Like the MEME staking, right, is has a financial long like a finance like there's so many. I was funny that this is happening because that's just last week and I was thinking to myself that you got um that platform, right? Uh Meteora that recognized a market in meme coins that have dumped,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you have a bunch of Solana tokens, right? When you read their marketing, they're marketing to projects that have basically they're marketing to the deficit of people that have tokens in their wallet and don't know what to do with it. Okay, so lock it up, right?
That makes sense.
Trade that. You take that all that liquidity that you have that you can't do anything with
Mm-hmm.
and stake it on Meteora,
Great point.
right? And so now it gives decentralized access to uh to communities that want to stake for their
That's right.
token. Like I've earned like probably near $16 just by providing liquidity to LPW in the last like 2 weeks,
That's what's up.
and we're not really turned up yet. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No
Like
doubt.
we're not all doing this together. If we were pushing the same narrative at the same time, we would be
Oh yeah.
earning even more,
That's
right?
right.
So if we were all locking up, if we were locking up a larger volume,
Mm-hmm.
right, we would be creating this economy exponentially.
For sure.
So that's just a recognize when you recognize that they are going to take that same understanding and showcase how these tools, levers can create an economy around the Trump ecosystem. And you can utilize those same tools to create an economy around whatever ecosystem you have,
That's
right?
right.
So you just have to follow the moves, but then you also have to follow the scenarios like here when people sell off or so for seeing type of flood situation,
Mm-hmm.
right? Why, what does that cause? And there's a post I need to find it, but there's a thing talking about the Satoshi Nakamoto effect,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think it's partly showing that the president, this has been going on for years, like this type of things,
Mm-hmm.
and the president tries to get, or a country's president try to leverage the same technology that was available for people to do these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a immediate upside in the branding of it
Mm-hmm.
and to buy in, but then you soon realize that if that space becomes too overpopularized, it's easy for it to be kick the door. Like I just kept thinking about as this was
Mm-hmm.
going up. I was just like, all it needs is one thing to, basically make people poor again,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
And that's not decentralized.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
Look at how heavily it is dumped. Like people were scared running,
What's it?
right? So that's the ethos of that. Like that is literally live, a live action movie of what's wrong with centralized money,
That's a fact.
right? So it's just a lot of things to sit down and pull out of this.
Pause. Yo, I think this is going to be the biggest news narrative of next week, personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, Levi, you got your hand up. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, it's that people in crypto just love to buttons, right? That and then traditional finance. To your point, right? So
That's a
like,
fact.
really, right? And it's not a custom thing, but all of a sudden in front of Dex, you all want to press buttons. And think about just like functionality and utility later. I mean, you have staking, you have all these things, but it's not something you can really engage with, right? So I think the next products coming up will be things that like to press buttons nonstop without taking the risk. Right? Like, how can you participate in a project? Can you do things nonstop, press buttons, engage, go back and forth, and not assume more additional risk? And so I've played and earned stuff before. Where it's, okay, I was going to look there, my little NFT. I'm going to keep using it over and over to do things. But there's just too few projects that don't have anything beyond just staking or tying your money up somewhere else or doing some other thing. Right? But you need to have that constant engagement. And Trump, to his credit, fast follows Melania. That's him. Like, just constant activity where you're pressing buttons. Now you probably you can burn moving from project to project right now.
Yep.
But that's what I think people want. I think that's the culture of being a 24/7 market, is that you need to give people the opportunity to press buttons without leaving your project. And that's something that we're trying to work on right now as agents. So basically us, every agent has its own walls. Every agent can make its own NFTs,
Right.
make its own tokens, and they're interacting with each other. So you just watch it.
Right.
You just spin it, right? But that's got to be something that you can do. I think it's next to our products where it's going to be opportunities to engage with folks, committing and taking on more risk.
Now, my next story.
Wait, can you elaborate?
Hold on. Joe got a question.
Elaborate on that slightly because I see what you're saying, but um, how does this showcase that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, like so if then you buy at the 8, you can't help but say that no, you won't be able to understand that. So like, why didn't you constantly hitting the deck? Because whether or not, Robin Hood isn't even supposed to the game. So they get dumped on even a little bit, at some point. And this game, you start gamifying in your own head. It's like, I'm going to beat the dump. I'm going to beat the dump. Ride just a little bit more, beat the dump. That was going to come in. I'm going to jump back in. I'm going to get it over on everybody else. That's the game you've put up in your own head, right? So, like, how can you find simpler ways, right, for people who just like want to keep pressing buttons, want to keep hitting that refresh, to engage, are taking on additional risk.
But isn't the additional risk attributed to the longer you stay in the game?
What? Drag past the all these agents are out here trying to kill this dragon. Every time somebody puts more money into the thing, anybody somebody engages or tweets at somebody, that agent is a little bit more powerful. And eventually they come on and take on the dragon. You're not adding more risk into the project. Your engagement is driving it. Now the bet is for the people running the project is that that person who already put money up, their incremental engagement is not more risk for them. Bring somebody else in who then contributes also, right? And it's like you're not getting like an NFT project or a PFP project where like literally the last one's the exit, but the reward goes to everybody who comes out at the end. So it's just different economics. You're not risk by continuing to hit the refresh button because if you hit the refresh button in Toronto, you're stuck, right? So every time you hit the refresh button, you don't sell. You're staying. You're engaging in more risk. When you buy like an NFT that's not designed to accumulate in of itself, like our games, the NFTs aren't meant to like appreciate. You're supposed to get your money from the bounty of winning, right? So by you sitting there like having the NFT and continuing to engage, you didn't take any more incremental risk. You're just engaging with your project that you invested in. Just engagement. You don't lose. You can't lose money by engaging. With Trump or any other meme coin, as it currently stands today, aside from staking, by continuing to engage, there's a risk of losing money. You can gain, but there's also a risk. So how do you separate engagement from risk? And you can't staking. Staking actually doubling down, right? Because now, not only do I have the rest of the token, you can't necessarily get up right away.
Exactly.
So it's even worse, right? So how do you get the engagement without taking on the risk? And normal situations have this, right? You go to social clubs, you go to parties, in your normal life, like there's not risk tied to engage with something that you care about. And if you expect people to invest in the products that they care about, right? It can't be just risk associated with continued engagement or doubling up your engagement. I have a favorite book club I got to go to. I can go to ABC. I go 2 times a week instead of 1 time a week. I don't risk losing money by going more,
Right.
by doubling down. That only exists in things like this, right? So how do you enforce that so that you have participation in projects? And this what happens now is if someone says diamond hands on Trump, what do? They turn Dex Screener off and they go off and do something else. They just they're hyping it up on Twitter. But if you're that's not common, obviously, but it's not common, right? So how do you allow people to have that engagement without taking on additional risk? And that's kind of like the economics we're trying to figure out with Campini. And I think you're going to start seeing them in other projects, especially with agents.
Yeah, I hear you. I think there's a definitely interesting discussion to have around that. But I'm gonna catch up with you on that separately.
Yeah, but we definitely appreciate all of that information, Chris, man. Yo, we looking forward to seeing you back at ABC again and hearing what you got going on with Campini and AI agents, man, because we are definitely cooking up here, man. So with that being said, man, again, thank you for all of that information, brother. We appreciate that, man, in that perspective. So we got a couple of more stories we're gonna run through before we wrap it up, folks. Now check it out. Where my XRP holders at, man? You know, right now we're gonna throw up the X for everybody live on Instagram and YouTube. We're gonna throw up the X. You know why? Ripple, it reached $3.38, which is just 2 cents shy of its all-time high of $3.40. I would love for Ripple to be at $340. But yeah, $3.40, and that happened in 2018. So think about that. That was what, 6 years? No, 7 years ago. We've been waiting a long time for Ripple to start getting some movement. So people are optimistic about Trump's cabinet, the head of the SEC, Treasury Secretary, everybody's pro crypto. So yeah, people are definitely happy that Ripple is moving and shaking. And if you ask me, I think it's going to be doing its own thing outside of the normal Bitcoin 4 year cycle, just because it's been so suppressed over these past damn near 7, 8 years. So, in other news, after that Ripple spike, um, there's people talking about a Ripple ETF that's supposed to be coming. So be on the lookout for that. Brad Garlinghouse, he was at the crypto ball. Did you see Brad Garlinghouse at the crypto ball? I
I
saw the
may have,
photos.
I just don't know his face like that.
Got you, got you. But yeah, he was out there and he's buddy buddy with Trump. So we are definitely keeping our eyes on what Ripple is doing. They moving and shaking. They got a stable coin, RLUSD out there too. So yeah, man. Big up to everybody in the XRP army. So also one thing that caught my attention, I thought this was super dope, and I'm actually probably gonna go for this collection because I'm a big NFT guy. I like collecting NFTs. Has any of you guys heard of Game GPT? I well, they have announced the launch of its Genesis AI NFT collection, merging AI technology with NFTs to revolutionize gaming and blockchain. The 6,000 NFTs can evolve into AI agents capable of automating social media engagement, executing blockchain transactions, and playing games built on Game GPT's platform. All right, so GPT's AI game builder allows users to create functional video games from text prompts. So I know you listening out there, Levi. I know that's right up your alley. And this does this in 1/100th of the usual time, democratizing game development for gamers and creators without coding skills. Supported by partners like Animoca Brands and Polygon, the auction begins on January 20th, offering 2,400 NFTs for bids ranging from 0.035 ETH to 0.075 ETH. So I think that's like $30 to like $70 or something like that. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. We can look that up. But it's affordable. It's affordable. I'm looking forward to getting AI NFT because for what it can do, it can evolve and is capable of social media engagement and blockchain transactions. That's right up the alley. So Cheese, if you got the link, can you post that in the link? I think I had the actual story, but in the story, I think they got a link to their website because I know, I got Levi trying to check that out there because he is definitely in this gaming space. So, yeah, man, I definitely appreciate everybody tapping in, listening on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And one of these stories, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Well, not even that, because these LA fires was just like last week or whatever. But there was an office out there in Santa Monica. It was the Bitcoin office, and unfortunately, they were impacted by the fires. And somebody's doing something dope out there. So one of the creators of the CryptoPunks, he's part of some of the artists that has contribute art, all right, to something called I Heart LA NFT collection. All right. So it was launched by a Web3 fashion startup, Merch, which allows buyers to support families affected by the Los Angeles wildfires while receiving digital art from notable artists from Lava Labs, a guy named Grant Yoon, and Crimplin. I never heard of Crimplin, but I think Lava Labs guy, yeah, those are the people behind CryptoPunks. So the collection includes 7 unique pieces available from January 17th to today. So basically, at 12 midnight will be your last time to get it. And that's actually going for $24, all right, via highlight.xyz. So, Just Cheese, I got the actual Twitter link. So you can post that for the people if they want to help out and contribute to supporting people who's affected by the LA fires, y'all. So all proceeds go to Baby to Baby, a nonprofit providing emergency supplies to displaced families. All right. So I think this is a great use case for NFTs and crypto. to help out people who've been affected by, natural disasters and wildfires. I can see, unfortunately, Mother Nature, we can't control or predict what she's gonna do, but I can see more people doing stuff like this in the future, just creating an NFT project just to help, collect donations to people affected by natural disasters. So,
I mean, that is that is art blocks, and that is, I mean, that is as art blocks. That's like crowdfunding at its core, right?
yep,
Like,
pretty much.
and when you tie in NFTs into it, it takes on a different culture in the terms of like feeling emotional connection. Like, oh, I like the art that's tied to this, and then it turns into a ability to resurrect a uh a a moment that you need to grow.
Nah, good point. Yeah, y'all. So we definitely got a big up to the I Heart LA NFT collection. Like I said, that's going for $24 right now. I think I'm gonna get one, y'all. I really think I'm gonna get one because
You think?
just to support,
Yeah.
LA. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get it just to support LA, and our guy B, he got an LA hat on too. So I'm gonna go ahead and support them, man, because who knows? These things, it's not even about like the actual value of the NFT that might go up over time because of these are notable artists. It's about helping out people, and like I said earlier at the top of the pod, like, we were speaking to high school kids, man, this Friday. And I know our mission is bigger than just crypto, and just being able to help kids and being able to help out people who we know we're not gonna get nothing in return. That's God's work right there. You know, that's the true meaning of philanthropy and just really just giving without no expectations. So, just think about other people, especially during these times. It's cold outside. If you got extra clothes, blankets, if you see somebody homeless at the bus stop living there, just give them something. You know what I mean? Give them some food or whatever you can, y'all. Just do God's work. Just be good, a good human. Because in this space, sometimes we get so caught up in this crypto shit in this tech world, man. Sometimes we forget to be good humans, man. So just be a good human out there. I want to big up everybody who's been listening today. We got to big up Levi for his thoughts and his perspective today. We definitely got to big up, our special guest co-host Ant Mathis.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
President of the Georgia chapter of Stand with Crypto. We got to big up our guy B Brandon with Endgame Association. So we got a new segment that we're gonna call every time he pop up. It's the crypto corner. The crypto meme corner. Yeah, that's what
corner.
meme coin corner. That's what we're gonna call it right there. With B in Endgame Association. We looking forward to seeing NFT back in the building next week because she's been gone for 2 episodes straight. We might have to dock up pay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because we don't get paid to do this. We do this for the love. But eventually we're going to get paid. We're going to get checks to do this.
We do this for the
But we do this
people.
for the people. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing this for. And of course, you got my co-host Just Cheese over there. And yeah, I can't wait, like I said, to get the video footage because we had somebody taking big up to Rich too. Rich LaFleur, who is our videographer, holding down all of the footage at the spot at the Thrive Academy. Can't wait for that footage to come out. We definitely gonna just put it in the socials, so you're gonna be seeing it everywhere. And yeah, man, just teaching these kids. That's what it's about. And be on the lookout on in February at Eve Denver because we will be popping up there. About to buy my ticket this week. So, NFT, she sent those prices in. So I was like, they was looking good. So all of us on this couch, everybody that you're seeing, most likely is probably gonna be at Eve Denver. You know what I'm saying? There's a good possibility we all gonna be out there. Plus some more. I'm cooking up some ill merch, ill designs, some new ABC merch. So we gonna be Web3 wavy out there. You know, speaking of Web3 wavy, if you want to get some of the Crypto Crew merch, you can go to igetbusy.com. You see, I got the hat. I got the free Ross. Ross gonna be out in a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Ross Albright, he's the founder of Silk Road, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Trump is planning on freeing him. So I got this little pin from Bitcoin Nashville. So if you can see live, I got the pin on Free Ross. Um, our guy B got the Board Ape Yacht Club hoodie on, official over there. So he Web3 wavy. You know how we do over here. You know what I'm saying? So yo, and our guy Ant was super sharp out there in the black tux with the J's though. That was an
Had
ill
to have the
flex.
J's on, man.
You know what
That
I'm
was a
saying? That was
talking
an
piece
ill
for many
flex.
people that I was there. The
I can believe that,
shoes.
man. So those
What Spike Lee used to say?
it's the
Your
shoes,
money,
man.
your money. Gotta be the
Gotta be the
shoes.
shoes.
Gotta be the
Gotta be the shoes.
shoes.
So now the connects that he made at the crypto ball, man, just know that 2025, don't be surprised if you see, a billionaire stroll through ABC or a couple of billionaires stroll through ABC or a major influencer or just a mover and shaker in Web3. We ain't really worried about the other celebrities. They gonna come through whenever they come through, but just the real movers and shakers, heavy hitters in the space, because that's what this guy does. His main superpower is connecting. He be in the right places, right time, and he say the right things to the right people, and he be connected, man. So we
Appreciate
got
that,
big
man.
up to Ant Mathis.
Appreciate that, brother.
We got a big up to our guy B giving us that meme coin alpha, and again, Just Cheese. Any closing words? Any closing thoughts for the people?
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate what
Thank
you
you.
do,
And
man.
this platform
Thank
you
you.
created.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
Like
that.
I said, man, when I was taking these pictures, I was sending these pictures back to the team, the ABC team. I didn't even post them myself on my own social media. And I wanted to share them with you first. And everything that you're doing with the Crypto Crew and this media platform, I truly believe that, everything that we're speaking about and speaking the truth about this space, I wanted those pictures and those people that I was taking those pictures with to come from you,
Man, I
and
appreciate
not
that.
from someone else. So
Thank you.
yeah, and I post them now that they out there.
Yeah. We gotta go crazy. We gotta
Yeah,
raid
y'all
these
stay
posts,
tuned. I got
man.
a few dope videos too. So
Yeah, we gotta raid the posts, man. We gotta
yeah,
raid the posts.
you already know.
Just Cheese. Thoughts? Closing words.
Yeah, and like I said, there's a lot to shit.
Hey, you remember when I called you? What did so when I left the crypto ball and I got back to the hotel, I called B. B was in the trenches. He's like, "Hey, I can't talk to you right now. I can't talk to you right now." And then I got off the phone. I called Joe. I didn't even say anything to Joe for like the first minute we was on the call. I FaceTimed him. And what I do, I was just laughing. I was just have
Yeah,
my head
it's
down.
like
He was just like, he was waiting for me to say something. And he could just tell by me not saying anything and just shaking my head. He was just like, okay.
Glitch the Matrix, man.
yeah, like I told him, like there's some missions that you just got to go on by yourself, right? And
I wasn't by myself though,
I mean,
man.
I know what you mean,
Yeah.
like in spirit, but I mean, like in physical form. Like I was telling him, like the way you pulled that off, right? Like this going was walking in, the Stanley Crypto badge, having that on, being in there, right? Those like those type of moments, like when you step in there, having a lot of people around,
It's not possible.
it's not possible. One, because it kind of slows you down in a way, if it's not organized,
That's a fact.
right? So like, and it's not only that, the moment, the type of like coordination that you need to have to be that precise
Mm-hmm.
can also get impacted. So, and that, like, when I hear it from him, it's always the way it happens anyway,
That's right.
right? It's like,
Every
That's
time.
right.
nah,
That's
man,
Web3
I
superpower.
got in there.
Yeah,
It's like,
I ain't getting in. Getting in there.
yeah,
that's right.
right. So,
Because I'm supposed to be in there. We
right. So,
supposed to be in there. If there's a room that I know that I'm supposed to be in, I'm gonna be in that room.
Super
right. So,
facts. Super facts.
right. So that's what I'm saying. So like, it had to play out like this.
Mhm.
So that's your narrative.
That's your Web3 superpower, bro.
And I appreciate
Shit.
all that. And with it being the day of the sun, I'm gonna go ahead and say Proverbs 3, 4, 5, and 6.
No
Man.
doubt.
And for those of you who
Church.
don't know, do your work.
Oh,
Do your homework.
Church.
She's finna break it down
I,
on
I don't
Break it down every day. Every day I wake up, I thank God. And I don't know how the day is gonna look. I don't. And I say, God, I'm here. Whatever it is you need me to do for our people
Yeah,
to make this world better, bring some peace and this love. It's crazy out here.
it is.
It's crazy out
Mm.
here, and we need everything that we have. And one last thing I'm gonna say, I'm done. I want to thank my dad.
Amen.
Big up to your pops,
I want to
man.
thank my dad. I got an OG on the other side,
That's right.
and that's my superpower.
That's right. Big up to your pops. Um, I'm telling you, man. I always said, man, that gift that you got whenever you just be connecting people, man, that's a Web3 Avengers like real power right there, you know? Just to be in these rooms is a real power. And to be able to network and people receive your energy to the point where they open up and have this dialogue with you, bro, because that's not normal. That's not normal. You know what I'm saying? So that's your superpower, bro. Like
Right on,
just being
man.
able to connect with people.
100.
People feel comfortable enough to want to do business with you and know that you standing on business. So you
Absolutely.
represented Atlanta, you represented yourself well, you represented ABC well, you represented yourself as a black man, and you
Thank
definitely
you.
represented for your pops. You know what I mean? So yo, with that being said, this was a phenomenal show. I want to appreciate all of the listeners that's happened. You know, I don't care if we got 100 people. I'm gonna shout out everybody, yo. So we're gonna shout out B Wise. We got a new listener, Alan Air. You know, big up to her. Big up to Bree. You know, big up to Porter Remy. That's a fly name, Porter Remy. Yo, big up to our guy Tone. He an avid listener. Big up to my guy A. He an avid listener. You know, big up to I Want to Be Healthy. That's our guy Costco. You know what I mean? Big up to him. Big up to Mr. Wonderful. You know, the wonderful crypto. That's our guy Elijah. Gotta big up Web Ties. He was out there teaching the youth out there to trading. You know, gotta big him up, and he had to fly Web3 varsity coat. You know, so that he was out there looking Web3 wavy. That shit was
D-Web,
super fly.
wealth establishes blessing to inspire earthly souls.
Yeah,
Yo, I thought that was a fly acronym too, man. So I know we closing out. We got somebody else that want to say something right quick. We got to big up O. We got to big up Jordan too. You know, because O and Jordan they definitely be tapping in, and they avid members of ABC fam. And yo, who we got? We got Porter Remy. What's good? What's good?
Remo!
Nah, my bad. What did you comment on the spaces, bro? Right.
AI came on no, you still got a recording. You remember it said XP at 53 cents. Just buy some.
That's
Just buy
right.
some. Look at it now.
Super fact, super fact. So yeah, Kareem, man, I'm glad you hopped up on the space. We appreciate you tapping in. And you know,
Man,
even though this was brief, man, you always been a solid dude. And next time you're at ABC, you know, if you're here on a Sunday, again, you know, you get on the spaces and you know, give us your thoughts, commentary. But we appreciate everybody, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate um
yeah, y'all. You see everybody.
thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. And we gotta big up Marlon to sign off. We gotta big up
Yeah.
Marlon Williams, founder of
Yeah.
ABC, starter Labs founder. He cooking up with the quant AIs out there. So just be on the lookout for that. Um, be on the lookout for us at ETH Denver, like I said. And we're gonna have this footage out to y'all soon about us in these schools, teaching the youth, teaching the children, you know. And thank y'all. All right, so it's your boy T.Gold. I got Ant Mathis, our guy, guest co-host Just Cheeze, guest co-host. Now we got the meme coin corner, you know what I'm saying? With our guy B. And we out. Peace. Oh, we gotta go out with some music. What y'all want to hear? Y'all want to hear some Snoop? Who y'all want to hear on the way out, y'all? Cause or
whatever.
nah, let's play some Ross. We play some Ross or
Play
something.
that Kanye. See at that time.
Hey, you know what? That's a good choice. That's a
Yeah.
good choice. I go with that. I go with that. And I know you know what's funny? I'm surprised he wasn't at that damn Trump crypto ball. I know he don't be on crypto like that, but
He ain't, gonna,
it's funny as hell,
yeah,
yo.
he ain't wearing suits no more, man.
That's a
Let him
fact
paint on
though.
the easy pod. So
Yeah, that's a fact. So yo, yeah, we going out with some Kanye, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Thank y'all again. It's your boy T.Gold. And yeah, man, we gotta go out with some good vibes, man. Let's go. 10 and 5.
And a five.
Oh, I had it.
Heaven, when I woke, spit that on a necklace. So God, I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. The whole much is given, much tested. Get arrested, guess until he get the message. Feel the pressure under more scrutiny. And what I do, act more stupidly. Bark more jewelry, more Louis V. Mama couldn't get through me. People suing me on TV talking like it's just you and me. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosby's. I ain't go to Hill, man. I guess the money should have changed them. I guess I should have forget where I came from. Till I get my money. Right. I'm alive and you can't tell me nothing. Right? Excuse me, cause you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Let up the suicide doors. This is my life, homie. You decide yours. I know that Jesus died for us, but I couldn't tell you who the side was, so I parallel double park that motherfucker sideways. Old folks talking about back in my day, but homie, this is my day. Class started 2 hours ago. Oh, am I late? No, I already graduated. Anything if magic made it. They say I talk with so much emphasis. Ooh, they so sensitive. Don't ever fix your lips like collagen to say something where you gon' end up apologizing. Let me know if it's a problem then. Alright, man, holler then. Till I get my money right. I'm alive and you can't tell me nothing. Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Let the champagne splash. Let that man get cash. Let that man get past. He don't even stop to get gas. If he can move through the rumors, he can drive off of fumes, cuz. I move in a room full of no's. I stay faithful in a room full of hoes. Must be the pharaohs, he in tune with his soul. So when he buried in a tomb full of gold, treasure, what's your pleasure? Life is depending how you dress her. So if the devil wear Prada, Adam, Eve wear nada, I'm in between with way more pressure, with way less effort. Cause when you try hard, it's when you die hard. Your homies looking like, why God, when they reminisce over you, my God.